Guys, welcome back to Derby Kai. It's Friday, got a day off work, so it's a long weekend. Excuse me. So what I thought I'd do today, we'll start, is starting the filter house. Got to strip all that out. I've had some lovely weather up until recently. Been quite warm, 12, 14. I think we only had it out 15 degrees, absolutely beautiful. But today we've dropped down to about 9 degrees, and overnight I think it went down to about 0 last night. We're expecting some minus temperatures next few nights. So covers are still on the pond at the moment. So yeah, perfect time for me to make a start on the filter house and the change I need to do. So let's get inside and we'll show you what we're doing. Here we go. So all this, everything you can see here is coming out today. What I'm doing, obviously this taking this filter out, so what I've done is I've just done a water test. I did film it, but it didn't record. I thought it was recorded to show the readings, but at the moment everything's 0. All I've done is the ammonia, the nitrite and nitrate, and they're all at 0. So it's just a test for me because this is going to be out, this filter. So I'm taking this one out at the moment, so that will be out for hopefully only a couple of days, to maybe 3 maximum, I'm hoping. And it may not have an effect. Obviously temperatures are quite cool at the moment. What we at? 7.7 in the pond at the moment, and it's saying 7.6 in this filter house, but the thermometer outside saying 9, so between 8 and 9, somewhere around there I'd say at the moment, the temperature. So yeah, so this is coming out, so I just want to test it to see if it's going to make a difference. Obviously, temperatures are low at the moment, so there's not much beneficial bacteria growing at these temperatures, but I think water has warmed up a little bit, so I'm assuming they are going to be starting. They are being fed at least once a day, just on the garlic and wheat germ, and just the basic smaller wheat germ for the smaller ones. Throw a few of those in for the smaller ones. So plans for today, obviously filters coming out, all this filter here, these 3, all the shelving, all that shelving, and hopefully what I want to do is I've got some insulation to put in, so I want to put in at least, if I can today, get these sections in here, or at least that section over there done, because this black shelving is going over there and secured, so it won't be able to move, so I won't be able to get the insulation in there. Also I've ran the wire from my main consumer unit, and it's going to be coming in down here somewhere, so I'm going to run that through and I'll secure all that into place when I decide where my consumer unit's going, which more than likely will be here. I'd possibly say somewhere over here on this section the consumer units go in there. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. Obviously once all this is over, I want to put this over, hopefully get this secured back in place, but it won't be up and running because obviously my return is here. That's my return, but I've still got to build my other filter, so it's going to come through these 3-stage filter here, and it'll return from that one there at the back. It'll go from there down into my moving bed and return to the pond. So until that moving bed's built, I won't be able to get that up and running yet. And the reason for these, the gloves at the moment, is out round the back. I'll take you around and show you. I've just mixed up I've got my blue tub that my moving bed's going into, and I'm just in the process of mixing up some PP to PP the bucket. My tub and my Helix 13 media will go in there for a day or two, to obviously clean the bucket out, and it'll start to etch the media ready for colonisation. That's a fancy word for me, colonisation. So yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. So let me take you around the back and we'll show you the PP. Okay, this is where we are so far. So there's my Helix 13 media. I'm just in the process of mixing it. As you can see, it's in there at the moment. And the reason for the gloves, it stains everything purple. So I'm just in the process of mixing it. Mixing it with hot water to start with, and I'm putting some cold in there. The packet, it's the first time I've used PP, to be honest. Excuse me. I do say it doesn't work below 10 degrees, but assuming that means on the parasites, not for really the cleaning. But I'm mixing it with hot water, keeping the temperature up, and obviously the main part is the cold water, which is there. So I'm putting some hot water in as well, just to keep the temperature up a little bit. I'm just going to add the media in now while I'm filling it. It does say to aerate it for 10 minutes or so, and put an air stone in there, but because I'm filling up with that, it will help mix it up with that as well. So, and it'll be good enough, and I'll keep stirring it for the next hour or so just to keep it mixed up. So that's where we are so far. Right, let me get the media in. It's going to be difficult one-handed, so I'm going to put you down and I'll be back with you. Okay, so as you can see, the media's in. Still got to put more water in, and as you see, it's a lovely purple colour. But I thought I'd show you the media I'm using, which is this HX13. It's quite a large media. You can see down the middle of that. Lots of surface area in there for the bacteria to colonise on. As you can see, lots of holes in it and all sorts in there. So it is, some good reviews on it. Especially for moving beds type thing, it's supposed to be one of the better medias. Very popular for that. So that's why I went for this. Price wise, I can't remember what I paid for this. It's a 25 litre bag now, but it's probably very close to the price of the K Plus media, the new K Plus. But K Plus is more. They use that in the upflow filters, that type of thing, for removing fines. It's really good for that. But this is good for colonisation of bacteria in biochambers, moving beds and things. So that's why I went for this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish filling this up with water. Obviously the water itself, when it's in the barrel, is probably not going to come above sort of this height. So I am going to fill it up here so it will clean the whole bucket out. But we'll see how we go. Yep, jobs are good. That's the bucket full. I may have put a lot more PP than actually needed in there. I didn't actually weigh it out. It was a new packet I bought at the beginning of last year, just in case, which I obviously never had to use it. I didn't look at the date on it, and it's actually up in a couple of months, so you've got a date, so it needed to be used anyway. So yeah, I'll leave that in a few days, and I'll keep stirring it, give it a bit of a mix up. Looking at it, if I give it a stir, obviously a lot more water in there than it will have. But when I'm at the level I think I need, the effort it takes to actually stir it, I'm not sure if there might be too much media in that size barrel. So I'll have to see. I may start it with almost 25 litres in there. And I don't know if the air pump that I'm using at the moment, my smaller air pump which I'm using on the pond, and I'm gassing some off into the atmosphere, whether that's going to be enough to bubble it enough. I may have to go back to my larger pump. I don't know yet, I'll have to wait and see. But we'll see how it goes. I might start it when I build the filter, just put some between 15 and 20 in to start with, 15 to 20 litres, and see how it bubbles, and slowly add some more as it goes, just to see if you can take it until I think I'm happy with the boil it's got. But yeah, that's it for now. I shall leave that for a couple of days now. Stick the lid on, see how it goes. Okay, there you go. It's out. And as you can see, I don't know if you remember, here there was a ball valve. I actually took that off because I don't know why I put it in here, to be honest. Didn't actually do anything, because when I turned the water off, the water flow itself, the pump, it stopped flowing out. So and there was actually no need for that. But I will reuse that one. I am going to reuse that on this build. So there's all my boxes, and obviously there's the ball valve still attached. That's actually the bottom box on top. So I'm going to cut that off and reuse that one. And those there, I've got the 2 bags full of alpha grogs. What I'm actually going to do with these now is I'm going to take these around the back. I want to put them in the tub, my little quarantine tub where I've got my lilies, and my watercress baskets. So I'm going to put them in there to keep them moist, so if there is any bacteria on there, any nitrifying bacteria, I think that was called, it hopefully keeps some of it alive until I'm ready to reuse it. So let me get these around the back. Okay, as you can see, all the shelving is now out. So the tap there, I think I might move that. There is enough pipe down there, there's quite a bit left out. I did have some, leave some bit longer just in case I need to move it. I think I'm going to move that one somewhere else. Don't know where yet, depends where I'm going to, so I haven't decided where I'm going to put the dechlorinator yet. I'm actually thinking of putting the dechlorinator down here somewhere, somewhere over here maybe, because I think I haven't measured it yet, but I think the shelving's going to probably come to sort of here, so there can be space up there for the dechlorinator. So I may put the tap this side. I'm not 100% yet. I need to check on, because I've got to run it back into my filter obviously, so I'm not 100% decided on that yet. I'll have to wait and see. The dechlorinator is down there. I'm going to put, once the shelving's in, I can decide where it's going, but that definitely gonna have to, I think I'm going to move that and there. And then the black wire down there, if you can see that, that's my armoured cable at the moment, so I'm going to run a new cable through. That's running at the moment, so yeah, that's the next job. And then looking at insulation on this side here, ready to get the shelving back in. So unfortunately it is difficult to film all this, so it's difficult to as I'm doing it, so I'm just showing you as I'm going along. So yeah, I'm trying to think next job. Right, next job I want to do that wire, get the wire through I think, and then get the insulation in. So back in a bit. Okay, I haven't moved the tap yet, but I've run the new wire. You see the black wire there, that one is now going to come from the consumer unit in the house to a small consumer unit in here. So that's the new 2.5mm armoured cable. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this stuff. You see that's an 8x4 sheet. That's 25mm thick, so that's what I'm going to use as insulation. So all I'm going to do is measure it, what size I need to fit, and cut it. So unfortunately with these, obviously it's going to go in these gaps here, so I'll have to measure each panel and fit it in there. So that is my next job, to get these two here and definitely that one insulated, and maybe even them down there. We'll see how we get on today. So that's my next job. There you go, first panel's in. All I did was cut it to shape, it's the size, and hang on, let's put a few blobs of this around it, instant grab adhesive. Just dotted it around to hold it in place, so that shouldn't come off. All I did to cut it was used a Stanley knife. I marked it up, scored it along as deep as I can get it, and just snapped it off. But I will say, you do need to be careful, because when you do cut this stuff, it looks like it's been snowing. So just be careful of that and where you do it. I will need to clean this up afterwards, because obviously with a dog, and I don't want that stuff going in the pond. Luckily the cover's on, so it's stopping it. But I will give this a sweep up and a clean down before I finished, so just be aware of that when you do cut it. So one's done, let's get the next one in. Job's a good one. Okay, as you can see, bits of white stuff everywhere, so see how we're doing. Okay, all this section's done. I've been done to all the windows and down there. So I'm happy with that installation so far. I can do the roof at any time, so I'm leaving that for now. What I want to do now is put the racking back in, so I can judge where things are going. I can have a bit more of a think then, where my consumer unit and tap and everything's going. So that's where I are at the moment. Sorry I haven't been able to show you what I'm actually doing. So obviously it's a bit difficult to film and do it at the same time, but as I said, look, even here, all these bits, look, little bits all over the place, so it does make a bit of a mess, this stuff, like it's snowing, but that'll be fine. Okay. Whew. So that's all that section done, all the roof, so everything around that frame, that shelving unit is done, ready to go. Shelving unit in and secured, as you can see. That's not going anywhere, ready for the filter to go back on. Looking down there, I'm not 100% if that's where my dechlorinator will go yet. It might fit in if I secure it to here. I can still get access to it, so we'll have to see about that one. But the consumer unit is definitely going over here somewhere, and again the tap, I'm not 100% sure where to put that. If the consumer unit goes up here, I might put my tap down there at the way, so it shouldn't be an issue with that once it's down here, lower down, and that'll free. Once my, where are we, trying to figure this out, my moving bed will go here somewhere, obviously at the bottom, and that'll free all this up here. Whether I move that over or not, I'm not sure yet, or once it's up there I can get some shelving up there. So I'm not sure at the moment what to do with that. I'm happy where it is. I can get it off, just unhook it and pull it out. It's on flexi pipe. I've had no leaks or anything from it, so I'm more than happy with that at the moment. So I'll have to wait and see how we go. I might change my mind and move that, but at the moment I think I might leave it there. Keeps it out of the way, and it gives me more room then to put shelving and things up over on this side, because I need some storage in here for food and such, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think for now that'll do me for today. It's what time is it? It's getting on for nearly 3:30 now, so I need a drink, a nice cup of coffee and a shower, get something to eat. So back to it tomorrow, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, I've just had a shower to try and warm up. It seems a hell of a lot colder than the 8 or 9 degrees. It's insane today. Temperature is dropping a lot more now. It's gone down to about 7, between 7ish, somewhere around there at the moment. Wait for the noisy bog to go past. That'll do for this episode. I think I will carry on tomorrow. Obviously, do some more filming. So this is going to be over a couple of videos. Get it done, hopefully. I've definitely I've got to get it done this weekend because I'm back at work next week. So I've got to get it done this weekend either way. So no matter what time I finish, if I have to be working in the dark, I'll be working in the dark to get it done. So that's it for now. So I've just tidied up, had a shower. I'm going to go in. I think I might even start a log fire tonight. Get a log fire going, warm up a bit, have something to eat. So until the next episode, stay safe. Don't forget, like, share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell. I'll see you on the next one. Job's a good one.